Welcome back to another YouTube video. In those previous clips, you guys saw I was making my breakfast. After those clips, a lot has happened. I went to the gym to go check on our plumbers. We had a plumbing issue. I'll show you in the next clips as to what was going on in correlation to some new turf that we had laid down at the gym. It looks amazing. I'm so excited to show you guys that. But this video is going to be more of a business focused style video. I'm going to talk to you guys about some projects that I've got working on behind the scenes. So stay tuned. All right, so back to the gym. This is our alley space with all the turf. So it's about 40 yards down. And then with that plumbing issue, they had to dig all the way up along here to get down to a pipe. There was a rock in the pipe causing our plumbing to be backing up. So they had to rip all this turf back, dig down, replace the pipe, put a new fitting there, and then try to re-level it out. There are a lot of impurities and divots and things like that right around in this area that they're gonna come back and fix. But this is a nice little asset to the gym. We will be putting a fence up along through there with some netting all the way to the top. Just the same over there, netting all the way through the top, making sure that that gate is solid as well, that nobody can sneak into this area and run amok on our turf. But we're gonna get this lift in, and then we'll be heading back to my place, and I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about business and some of the things that I'm working on. So stay tuned. From the gym. I want to start talking to you guys about the new business plan that I have set in place. The beginning steps is to getting the process going and what we're actually doing to launch this off the ground. The business that we're going to be opening is going to be a janitorial service business, so a cleaning company. How this kind of came about is my roommate, his name's Butter, you guys should meet him in some future videos, but he'd come to me one day after work and was just talking about how he was really hating what he does and he just wants to do his own thing and he's frustrated and this, that, and the other. So I asked him, I'm like, dude, you know, what is it that you want to do? He's like, I have no idea, dude. I just know it's not what I'm doing. And so I've had this idea come to mind as to how easy yet profitable it would be to start up a janitorial business, like a cleaning company. Our overhead is extremely low, cost of supplies isn't very high, and it can offer a lot of value to very successful businesses. So I kind of pitched the idea to him and I was like, dude, I've always held back on doing it due to lack of time. You know, if there's two of us, I know we can make some solid moves and you can pick up the slack where I wouldn't otherwise be able to pick it up on my own, being that I already run another business as it is. So what is the business called? The business is going to be called Golden Cleaning Co. So there we go. I think that's in shot there. So the name of the business is going to be Golden Cleaning Co. How we're going to go about, you know, building this business is it's going to be more of a executive looking cleaning company. It's going to be extremely professional. We're going to have nice button-ups, slacks, dress shoes, all that good stuff. Our cleaners are going to look top-notch. Traditional janitorial service cleaning companies have all their cleaners looking in like lime green polos and khakis and shit like that, which is great. That works fantastic for them, but we are looking to make a statement. So in a sense, that shows our level of integrity as a business and how we're going to establish ourselves into the community. Aside from that, how we're actually going to get started, in order to figure out the proper action plan, we need to kind of digest the big vision and break it down into small steps. So the way I go about my goal setting is I set my goal. So for instance, my first year goal within this business is to be able to scale it up to where it has $800,000 in annual revenue at least a 20% profit, meaning that after everyone's paid, after all supplies are paid, after all overhead in general is paid, that 20% of that revenue is sitting left over. So how are we going to actually do this? We have to break that down into how many clients do we have to service and help. So if I break it down and do the math, we have to have at least 52 contracts that are at a consistent 3-time-a-week meeting basis, meaning that we go to their establishment at least 3 times a week. And their facility's up to the square footage size that it would at least take about 4 man-hours per visit. So with that is going to be at a 60% cost of goods. I can break that down as to what that means in future videos. If this is an interest of you guys, if you want the full details of it, this whole thing is really going to be an educational process for me. I'm going to take the experiences of this and apply them into my actual passion project, being the gym. All the money, all the experience that I gain from this is going to go directly into that other business. So that's my whole intentions behind starting this. Plus we get to offer some immaculate service to the community and give back to a lot of individuals. That's far more important than, my personal gain. So, how do we actually start working towards this? It's a lot more simple than most people may think. Is we literally just have to list out a specific niche of individuals that we're looking to cater to, that are going to fit our criteria of the goal that we have set in stone. Me as a coach, for instance, I have an ideal client set in mind. I'm going to be specific about that client. How old are they? Do they play sports? Do they not? Are they injured or are they not? Am I doing rehabilitation stuff or am I doing strength and conditioning stuff? Am I working on their overall athletic development to where they can get an academic scholarship? Or am I working with more general population individuals? I specify it to the degree that I know what I'm looking for and I can therefore attract what I'm looking for. It's kind of like, when you get a new vehicle and you start driving a red Ford Explorer. You don't see any red Ford Explorers until you own one yourself and drive one yourself. In a sense, that's what this does. I put a focus towards a niche specific group of individuals that sets my goal up for success, or makes my goal realistic, and all of a sudden those individuals are the only individuals that I begin to see and start to service. The big thing with this sort of business is we aren't solving the problem of providing better cleaning services to the community. We're not looking to solve the problem of making their office the cleanest office in all of Farmington, New Mexico. That's not the intention. The intention behind this, the value that we are offering, the problem we are solving is time. We're saving them time. So me as a gym owner, I would much rather have 4 hours dedicated to working with athletes than 4 hours dedicated to doing custodial things around my facility. So if I can then pay someone to do that 4 hours worth of custodial work in my business to free up 4 hours to go provide better value to what I actually want to do, that's worthwhile. It's in a sense, are you going to go spend 10 hours to try to figure out how to fix the transmission in your car? Or are you going to go give it to a mechanic to deal with that headache and have it fixed in less than half of the time? No different concept here. I would way rather pay someone else to save me the time and save me the headache of trying to have to hire staff or put up a system in place to have my staff come in, buy all the chemicals, buy all the cleaning supplies, all these different things. We're solving the problem of time to where they can then focus on their business and what's important to them. Okay, so on to some of the goals of Train to Win. So with Train to Win, our big goal right now is to, or at least my big goal is to see some solid growth within the facility, more specifically within our memberships themselves. We of course have tons of other goals when it comes to, the amount of equipment, the way we want the gym to look, the amount of athletes you want to be helping with our coaching services and things like that. To be more specific with this goal, I'm putting a lot of focus towards increasing our membership count. The amount of individuals that we have coming in on a reoccurring basis just with a membership subscription. My big goal is to increase member count by at least 200. Quite honestly, the way I like to go about setting my goals is shooting the goal high or setting the bar high. Because if I then have small goals and I achieve those small goals, great. But if I have big goals and I fall up short, I'm held a lot farther than I would have been had I set a realistic short or smaller goal. In my mind, 200 members is not unrealistic. I see that being 100% possible. Our facility is a bit of a niche spot, so I got thinking as to how can I attract the right type of individuals into the facility that are actually going to enjoy the facility and like the facility. No better way than to utilize the individuals that we already have in there, providing some sort of incentive for them to bring their friends. You know, individuals hang out with like-minded individuals, so if they bring their closest friend into the facility, that then increases the member count, and we don't worry about killing our culture or really ruining the community that's already built, because more and more like-minded people will come in. So with that, I'm going to create a referral program, and this isn't going to be any form of typical gym referral program. Most gyms like to have a referral program where it's you know, bring someone in and you get a free month if they stay for 3 months or whatever. You know, with this, I have trust in the value that we have to offer as a facility overall, that if they refer someone, they will stay longer than 2-3 months. I'm confident in that. So I'm not going to make some small detailed requirements saying, you know, you refer someone, they stay for 6 months and we'll give you a free month. No, I trust that we are capable of providing the immaculate service to that individual to where they will stay. So anyone who refers someone is going to get an exclusive package. It's going to be kind of like a crate or like a, you know, little box of goodies, you know, of exclusive Train to Win goodies, gift cards, little things here and there. I'm not going to reveal too much just in case some of our members are listening. I'd like it to be, you know, a bit of a surprise where they open it and it's really like cool and meaningful, and it's got some things in there where it made it so made it worth, you know, referring someone and getting their friend in. It's a win-win. You know, ultimately, if we spend, you know, 30, 40, I'm looking at even $50 per, you know, referral program box for the members, that increases the incentive. You know, if they see someone else get one, then all of a sudden they're going to see what they've got, or they'll start talking about it, and then the other members are going to be like, oh, you know, I want to try to do that too. And they'll start referring people, and it'll be super competitive. That's kind of the environment in the gym. These guys are going to get competitive with one another and bring in as many people as they can. You know, it's such a strong family there that I know that this is something that could possibly work. You know, and then the biggest problem we would have to be dealing with is retaining those members that we actually get through the referral program. And with that, I have a plan set in place. When it becomes something to be more solidified within my mind, I'll be able to talk to you guys in regards to that, and whether or not we think it's going to be effective. We won't know until we actually apply it. So I'll be able to just share, you know, our experiences with something like this. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we're in business to give and provide value to the individuals within our establishment. You know, the goal isn't to make more money. The goal is to be able to help 200 more individuals to have that much bigger of an impact. You know, our community in the gym is amazing, and I would love to share that with other individuals. And there could be individuals who just are too timid to come in, or individuals who haven't even heard about us that would actually benefit greatly from our facility. So this is just one way for us to potentially connect out to those people. So that's the whole goal with this here, is to touch more lives and impact more lives, and, you know, making some more money just so happens to be a side effect of that. You know, and all this extra money is going to go straight back into the business and getting more equipment and growing it and making it become a better facility and a better environment to train in overall. So it's a win-win from the member perspective. Their gym gets better, they get some goodies, and their friend gets into the facility, and we can potentially change their lives. So this is our referral program that we got set. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop in regards to how effective it is, the things that we'll be putting into some of these, or really show you what they may look like and how well it's actually working. This is something that we will be implementing as soon as possible. All the things I want for it should be shipped within about 2 weeks or so. So I've got to put some things in place there. But this has been a little bit of a business talk, and if this is something that you guys enjoy to watch, I'm going to continue to try to do some of this stuff on the YouTube channel and find the best way that it fits, that it's entertaining to the audience, of course. Okay, so the camera died at the end of that last clip that you guys saw, but it died right when I got my point across, so there's nothing else that I need to elaborate on. This is going to conclude this YouTube video. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment in regards to some of the information that I shared today, and stay tuned for some future content. Thank you for watching.